What up, YouTube? Dave Medic 1, another knife review for you guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing a knife, a kind of like budget line type price point from Kershaw. As you can see here, the knife I'm going to be doing a review on is the Kershaw Compound. As you can see here. Pretty cool knife. Very narrow handle. It is a little, the handle is pretty thick, but it's not a bad option because of how narrow it is up here, and the thickness doesn't really bother you too much, or bother me too much anyway. Liner lock, kinds of cool stuff. Let me get into the specs in this guy. The Kershaw Compound, model number 1940. Let me see here. The blade steel is your 8CR13 MOV. It is a high hollow ground. It's a high hollow ground for sure. The blade length is 3.5 inches. The length of the knife for when it's closed is 4 5/8 inches. The overall length is 8 1/8 inches, which is not bad. It's a mid-size EDC. Maybe a little bit closer to large size. I don't think so, but it's a medium size EDC carry. This knife is assisted opening, speed safe, liner lock, and it is a flipper, which if you guys know me, you know I like flippers. The pocket clip is only tip down carry right hand side. It is a really small, almost non-existent like looking pocket clip, which is really cool. It sits pretty low in the pocket. It could sit a lot lower. I wouldn't consider this a low ride pocket clip. There's still about 3/8 of an inch of knife hanging out of your top of your pocket once you do get it in there. It's the glass filled nylon handles on this. A little grippy. Could be grippier for sure. It's a little on the slick side, but the argos of the handle, the way it's designed, it is still pretty grippy. One thing I would have liked to have seen on this knife to add to the grippiness of it is maybe jimping on the top side here for your thumb as you're doing cutting tasks. You can shift your thumb up to the top, and that is comfortable there. As you can see, to go do more, if you need to put a little weight into whatever you're cutting into, that swoop right there on the blade design is definitely thought out for that. So you can see it curves up and then curves down, so it's kind of like a relaxed S type shape, I guess. Little swedge up here on the top, drop point, really nice, really relaxed belly on this. So slicing tasks, it looks like it would accommodate slicing tasks very nice. As far as the style of the knife, I think, there you go, I got a text. I think it is acquired taste for sure. I think some people may be turned off with how skinny the handle gets on the backside, but it does serve a purpose as far as argos go. Pimping this knife would probably be a nightmare as far as to having to route out or mill out the insides to accommodate the speed safe. But not too bad at all. Like I said, it would probably jimping across the top here would be a nice touch to that, but you're dealing with a price point knife. This knife, you can find it all day. Usually it's mainly listed around 24 bucks, maybe a little bit more with shipping, but you can find it all day for 20 bucks shipped to your house. One thing I have to say about Kershaw, I mentioned in this video, is they have a vast variety of price point or knives that are within the $20 to $30 range. So if this compound is not your style, you can move to, there's a whole handful of knives that they offer. Let me see here. Let's look at some options, or I'll go ahead and shout out some options here real quick for you. If this handle being narrow in the back isn't really what you like, then you can go ahead and go with the Kershaw Clash, which is also the same price as this, where you have more of the a meatier handle. If I were to, let me see if I can come up with an example or a representation of what I'm talking about here. Let me see. Just bear with me that way, because I really want you guys to This is not a Kershaw, but this is what I'm talking about. The Kershaw Clash's handles very reminiscent, or this is very reminiscent to the Kershaw Clash's handle. This is a Ken Onion shenanigan, but that's what I'm talking about as far as a handle shape. If this handle doesn't do it for you, you can pick up the Kershaw Clash, no problem, and you have a handle similar to this. That's another option as far as that goes. They do, and the Kershaw Clash is also assisted, so there you go. I'm not sure if that's a flipper though. A couple other options would be is you can go for the Kershaw Nerve, which is more of your average handle, but it has a knife point that's kind of reminiscent to the Leek. And they make it in both combo edge or just regular combo edge or regular plain edge too. So there's options there. That's just two options, or that's just a couple options I just mentioned there for you. There are many more. Here I've got Kershaw Acid. Very similar in handle size. Handles are a little different, but as you can see, the blade is different. A lot different shape. So there you go. That's the Acid. The Acid is also spring assisted, flipper, another option there. I mean, I can throw you out another option too. Here you go. How about the Kershaw 1-ton? Pretty inexpensive knife, still in the same range here, but totally, completely different from these two knives that I've shown you here. The Clash, definitely different option there. Profile on this knife is very thin, but it's very wide also. Here we go. Here's that jimping I'm talking about that makes this a grippy knife. That I wish they would have went ahead and got that going on the compound. And even the Acid right here could use it too, as far as to help your Argos on that. This is a frame lock. This is made in China though. But that's another option for you guys too. I can't say it enough about Kershaw as far as that. I wish a lot of other knife manufacturers would follow their lead as far as that goes. Now maybe these guys have deeper pockets to go ahead and produce a bunch of these different knives and be able to have them available at all time, where other knife companies may not. But the thing of it is the more people you can get to look at your site, at your knives, the better chance it is of them purchasing them. So the more options you have out there, you could send someone that's wanting to purchase a knife, no matter what style they like, whether it's blade or, no matter what style of knife they like, no matter what blade they're looking for and this and that or whatever, they will be able to find their options somewhere along Kershaw's line, whether it be in the budget line or even up into the higher end with ZT. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can get from Kershaw, and they offer so much variety, and that's one of the things I really like about Kershaw. They do offer a bunch of stuff. If I sat there, if I had $1,000 right now, I could easily spend $1,000 at Kershaw, no problem. I wouldn't want to, I'd be happy with spending $1,000 at Kershaw because there's a handful of stuff between anywhere, the ZTs, easily. You could buy like 4 ZTs, no problem, all different models, and be happy with that. There's a Junkyard, the Junkyard Dog. There's a bunch of stuff. I could sit there and go on and on. But that's one of the cool things about Kershaw, the fact that they offer quite a bit of variety no matter what price you're looking for as far as your knives go, and a lot of options. So I definitely wanted to bring that up to you guys in the review of the Kershaw Compound. Pretty nice knife. Really cool. May not be what a lot of people like, but if it isn't what you like, Kershaw does offer an option. I guarantee it. You'll be able to find something that you like. Because right here, between this guy and this guy is two far ends of the spectrum from Kershaw, and still within in the same price range. So there you go. Alright guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to tune into my review here on the Kershaw Compound. Please, if you have any questions or comments or anything, please post them below. Anything else, you can PM me. New subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm really trying to keep a lot of new content going on here. That way you guys have a lot of cool stuff to look at here on YouTube. So Peace.